Welcome to my channel, I'm Dani, and today I have an Hermes unboxing for you. So here it is. Oh, an orange box. So here it is. I didn't imagine not get an orange box because it wasn't stated that it was going to be included in a sale. But anyway, I'll tell you all about it once I open it. So these are actually a little bit heavier than I anticipated. And from the box, you may sort of guess what they might be. So they're a pair of shoes because you can see two of them. Oh, okay. Because I'm saying that they're heavy, you might be able to guess what they are already. I purchased this from Vestiaire Collective. Wow! Okay, what's in here? So spare shoelaces in here. Yay, a pair of spare shoelaces. So this is called the Hermes Avantage sneakers. Obviously there is the right side. And it does come with both sides, isn't it? All right. So they look really good. There they are together. I shouldn't actually put them so near my face because these are actually used. So these are the Hermes Avantage sneakers. They are in the size 35. They are leather on the outside and leather on the inside. And the insole is also leather. It has this metallic panel here that says Hermes. I've always liked the idea of owning a pair of luxury shoes, but I always think if I buy a pair of strappy sandals that are luxury, if they ended up being uncomfortable, I would not have very good feelings towards them. And I'm really a sneaker person because I'm mostly very casual. So I always thought if I wanted a pair of luxury shoes, I should get sneakers because they would be shoes that I would use a lot. And I always think that sneakers are made better than strappy sandals. So I have considered purchasing the Avantage sneakers before, but they retail for 1,250 Australian dollars, and I'm not sure if I could bring myself to spend that much money on something that I would stand on. At the same time, I also really value my feet because technically they carry the weight of my entire body and they work really, really hard. So I always make sure that I have a pair of good shoes on my feet, and good shoes don't have to be luxury shoes, you know. And yeah, Hermes make a few nice pairs of sneakers. I didn't mind which one as long as they were comfortable. These are actually quite heavy, a lot heavier than sneakers that I've owned before. If I can weigh them, I'll put them on screen. I can only hold one side at the moment because holding two, in fact, would be really quite heavy. Okay, so I'll get to how much I paid for them in a minute. Did I already say that the listing stated that this has been worn twice? There's just a tiny amount of dirt on it on the shoelaces. There are some creases in the leather, but not really bad. They are what I expect for shoes that have been worn twice. There is just a tiny amount of dirt on the bottom of the shoe. Otherwise, I think the shoe looks really good. I might give it a spray, in fact. So we all know that luxury shoes don't hold value, and I decided to go ahead and look on the pre-loved market. And because I've been shopping on Vestiaire Collective a little bit, I decided to go ahead and look on Vestiaire Collective. And I just looked up EU size 35, and yes, I have very small feet. I'm like a UK 3... No, I'm like a UK 1 and Australia size 3 or 4. It's been advised that Hermes shoes tends to run half a size small, so size up. So I thought that if this was a size 35 and I'm like usually about a size 34, they'd probably be okay. I'm going to try them on and we'll see how we go. Hopefully they fit. And now because these were such small size, and of course not many people have such small feet, I had the advantage of a smaller market. On Vestiaire Collective, this has been on there for about a year. So I knew that I probably had a little bit of opportunity to negotiate with the seller. So the seller listed this for how much? Okay, I just checked. So the seller originally listed the item for about 870 Australian dollars, and then the price had come down to about 570 Australian dollars. And because the listing had been up for over a year, I knew that I probably could get a pretty good deal on it. So I wanted to submit a really low offer to see what I could get. And obviously, you know, you kind of start at your lowest. And then with Vestiaire, you kind of negotiate upwards, right? So initially, I tried to put in something like $350. And Vestiaire prompted me that that amount was too low. and Vestia tells you what the lowest amount that you could put in. So that's what I did, which was 456 Australian dollars. I actually had expected the seller to try and negotiate upwards, but she accepted the offer. So I was really pleased about that. And all in all, with authentication and shipping, I paid 570 Australian dollars, which is 55% of retail. So far, I'm pretty pleased about these shoes in terms of the price and the condition that it's in. So we all know that luxury shoes don't hold value, and it's a really good idea to look out for them on the pre-loved market. Of course, don't buy shoes that are really worn, because shoes that have been worn a lot by the previous owner tends to be really worn in and it molds to the shape of the last owner. So definitely don't get shoes that are too worn. So in terms of this one, now the other thing I like to check for is that there's no blood in the shoe because the thing is, the last owner could have wanted to sell the shoe because they were so uncomfortable that they bled in them, right? I was looking on the market, I put in size 35, and it was between this pair of shoes as well as a pair of Fendis. The Fendis are really cute and obviously much better priced. Although these ones were more expensive, I was certainly more excited about these ones because, you know, they're white, they're neutral. I've been after a pair of white sneakers for a while. And obviously it was in my size, and I didn't think that they looked too worn. So I got a little bit worried about who can authenticate Hermes sneakers. I did reach out to Baba Baby to ask whether she could authenticate Hermes sneakers prior to purchasing these, and she kindly responded and said no, she only did bags. Then I reached out to Luxury Authentication Australia, who are the ones I usually go to for authenticating most of my pre-loved luxury purchases, and Luxury Authentication Australia said that they could. So I went ahead and purchased these. I did also select for Vestia Collective to inspect these to at least make sure that they were in the condition that they were supposed to be in. After this, I'm going to get this authenticated again by Luxury Authentication Australia. Alright, moment of truth. Let's try these on. Get my own shoes off. Alright, come to mama. What do you think? No blood inside? They do fit. They're a little bit tight around the toe box over here. Okay, I'm going to stand up and see how they feel. They definitely fit in length. There's actually a little bit of room around the toe. They are really quite stiff in terms of the sole of the shoe and the leather. So they definitely fit. However, they do press in a little bit here. And the shoe is really quite stiff. But I'm pretty sure these will soften up, which will mean that these shoes will last me a long time. Alright, so just then it was really tight around the toe box and really quite loose around the ankle. What I did is I went ahead and tightened the shoelace around the ankle, and the shoe is feeling a lot more comfortable now. Yay! I love them, they work really well. Look, my very own Hermes shoes. Okay, so I am super pleased with this. Well, I am slightly Hermes obsessed at the moment. Of course, I just bought my Birkin 25. I really need to stop. And I've actually bought more stuff, which will be coming out on this channel. So if you're interested, do subscribe and turn on notifications. Oh my gosh, my hamstrings. Anyway, if you feel like watching my Birkin 25 fail unboxing, go ahead and click over here.